17 years ago, Suri Cruise gained fame as the Golden Spoon baby right from birth. She is the only daughter of two A-list Hollywood stars, Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise. Despite being born with a silver spoon, Suri has now grown into a modest, independent young woman, all thanks to the nurturing efforts of her mother, Katie Holmes. On April 18, 2006, Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise welcomed their daughter, Suri Cruise, into the world. The arrival of the A-list couple's baby sparked media frenzy, and the craze went overboard when the pair decided to wait several months before releasing any photos of their child. Suri's parents married later that year and divorced in 2012. The Tomcat breakup and subsequent media circus surrounding it added to the frenzy. Following Holmes and Tom's divorce, there were many speculations about Suri's relationship with her father. However, her relationship with her mother is much less mysterious. Despite the mother-daughter duo's efforts to remain discreet, it's clear that their special bond remains as strong as can be. As the former Dawson's Creek star once told LUK, "I'm really happy with where I am now. I feel like I'm in a great place. How do I put this? Every age that my child has been and my age at the time, we were kind of growing up together." Let's take a closer look at the details of Suri Cruise's close relationship with Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes has made it clear that there are values she wants to instill in her daughter. Her ultimate goal is to nurture her child's individuality and create a strong, confident, and capable individual. This is the core principle of their lives. In an interview with InStyle, sharing her parenting style, Holmes said, "She's very strong-willed. She's always had a strong sense of her own self. She'll pick an activity and work her butt off until she's really good at it. Then she's like, okay, I'm going to try the next thing." She's very focused and a hard worker. Katie not only teaches Suri about patience and determination but also encourages her to be independent. One year, Holmes asked Cruise to make her own party decorations for her birthday instead of hiring someone to organize the party. She firmly stated, "I want her to create things for herself. By the time kids get to be teenagers, they're prepared to do things on their own." Suri Cruise learned from her mother that independence and creating what you want in life are important. She applied this wisdom to her education and the development of her interests. According to sources, she enrolled in gymnastics at a young age, showing perseverance and a desire for self-improvement. These values have forged a close and loving relationship between Katie Holmes and Suri Cruise, where they are not only family but also friends who share the challenges and joys of life. There's nothing more valuable than providing children with the opportunity to develop and become the best versions of themselves, and Katie Holmes has exemplified this by nurturing Suri Cruise into a talented and confident young girl. Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's widely publicized divorce put their daughter, Suri Cruise, in the midst of a custody battle. Eventually, Holmes obtained primary custody of Suri, and both of them moved to New York, leaving Tom in California. Regarding the custody issue, an anonymous source confirmed to Us Weekly, Katie is very smart about how she's gone about this. Tom will be allowed to see Suri, but there are guidelines. When the mother and daughter decided to relocate in 2012, there were many behind-the-scenes and tabloid happenings within their family. However, Holmes quickly established a support system in the Big Apple, making the transition perhaps a bit less overwhelming. She told People in 2014, "I love the community in New York. I love the people that I run into. I like to talk to the people in my building. I like the feeling of being a part of something big." This same sentiment also appeared in a 2020 interview with InStyle. Holmes reminisced, "A lot of people I didn't know became my friends and helped us out, and that's what I love about the city." She continued to recall a moment when a taxi driver helped her carry Suri, who was fast asleep, from the taxi to their home. Reflecting on the driver's kindness, she said, "There was a moment when I thought, I'm going to cry." Katie Holmes took significant measures to shield Suri Cruise from public scrutiny. When sharing some of the strategies she used to ensure Suri had the most normal childhood possible in an interview with InStyle, she said, "We were heavily tracked when she was little. I just wanted her to be outside, so I would take her around to find parks, like at 6 in the morning when nobody would see us. But there's one video where I'm holding Suri, who was about 2, and she starts waving at the cameras. She's quite special." With all the attention focused on them when Suri was born, it's not surprising that Holmes was determined to keep her precious child away from public scrutiny. While many celebrity babies pose for glamorous magazine shoots within weeks of their birth, this was not the case for Suri. Holmes and Tom Cruise waited until October 2006 to introduce their daughter to the world. Of course, this move garnered a lot of attention, although, as Holmes and Tom stated at the time, they were not in a rush to return to the spotlight. Katie Holmes' romantic story is one she has kept private since her public divorce from Tom Cruise. She has enjoyed her life and sought happiness in love. One of the major rumors about Katie's love life involved Jamie Foxx in 2013. However, despite much speculation, the two never publicly acknowledged their relationship, and the only images of them together were holding hands. There were even reports that they had broken up just 2 weeks after attending the Met Gala in 2019. Afterward, Katie Holmes only publicly dated 2 other men, chef Emilio Vitolo Jr. and musician Bobby Wood III. Despite the changes in her romantic life, Katie always carefully considered every decision, especially when it came to her daughter, Suri Cruise. Suri has always been Katie Holmes' top priority, and she has the utmost respect for her daughter. Katie not only introduced her relationships to Suri cautiously but also created a suitable environment for her to understand and accept the changes in her mother's life. The relationship between Katie and Suri is always regarded with special care and filled with love. Katie Holmes continues to demonstrate strength and independence in the entertainment industry, and it seems she is seeking happiness and love in new relationships. We don't know what lies ahead for her, but the most important thing is that she has found balance and happiness in her life, with Suri remaining her top concern. Despite Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise going their separate ways, this Hollywood power couple once had a romantic relationship. In 2010, just 2 years before the couple filed for divorce, Holmes praised her then-husband's role as a father in an interview with Marie Claire. "Tom at home is very big, like the movie star is big. He's so passionate about everything, whatever he's doing. When he's being a dad, he's right there, he's giving it his all. It's inspiring and it's fun," she said. "It's an amazing life, but we always remind ourselves that we're so lucky." Discussing their Scrabble games at night, she continued, "But Tom is really good at it. All his answers are in the dictionary. I do a lot of umming and ahhing." While the relationship between Tom and Holmes didn't stand the test of time, Holmes' relationship with her daughter, Suri Cruise, remains unbreakable. A source told Us Weekly, "It's not an exaggeration to say that Suri and Katie have saved each other. They're really great when they're together." Another insider told the publication that Holmes has the intention of raising Suri to be not only down to earth but also very much aware of the golden rule. The source said, "She doesn't seem like a spoiled kid. She's kind and she's always showing gratitude.